Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to the subject of productivity engineering. And for today's meeting, we are going to talk about operational excellence. So, what's actually operational excellence? So, before we talk further about operational excellence, I would like to discuss about um, the corporate strategies. So, the figure that you see, the figure that currently you are seeing on your screen is uh, three types of corporate strategies that, as I remember, it was taken from the book by Michael Porter. So, based on that book, corporate strategies is actually can be divided into three main strategies. The first one is responsiveness. The second one is cost leadership, and the third one is differentiation. We will discuss the first one, which is responsiveness. So, if a company chooses to um, apply responsiveness strategy, what they have to provide is actually reliability, quickness, and flexibility. Okay, so um, in Indonesia, if I believe that you already use this kind of service. Um, Take for example is ojek online. Yeah. Ojek online, in my point of view, is an example of a company who choose responsiveness strategy. And one of their main requirement to be able to serve the customer is reliability and quickness. Yeah. So imagine if the object or the application is not reliable. Yeah. So for example, if the application or the server of the application is not reliable, so there will be a lot of mix-up on the order. Okay. But overall, according to the book, the example of responsiveness is, can you see here? You can see here Dell and overnight delivery services. In Indonesia, there are lots of companies who offer overnight delivery services. Yeah. So by the rapid improvement of online shop, as you know, that there are many companies. There are many companies that also, offer overnight delivery services. Yeah, overnight delivery services means that uh, they promise to the customer to be able to deliver either the documents or the package overnight. And in order to be able to do that, they must have a reliable assets. They must have reliable vehicles. They must have reliable system and something like that. And the second strategy is cost leadership. Uh, in order to be able to apply a cost leadership, the company should be focused on how they can provide a very low price. Okay, so in order once again, in order to be able to apply or to select cost leadership, they should be able to provide product or services with the most possible lowest price. Yeah. So the example there is like Walmart, Southwest Airlines, General Drugs. In Indonesia, I believe that you can mention many organizations or companies that apply this kind of uh, corporate strategy. If I ask you one Indonesian airline that apply or has a cheapest price, I believe that you will think of one airline company. I don't think that I need to mention in detail or in explicitly the name of the company, but I believe that this is very common in Indonesia. That the company is could be one of the cheapest. And then the third strategy is differentiation. Differentiation is actually focused on the quality and uniqueness of the product. Okay, quality and uniqueness of the product. All right, so the combination of those three, once again, the combination of those three, it will be generate a vector. So once again, the combination of those three strategy generating a vector. If you see here, you can see here generating a vector that usually called as competitive advantage. So competitive advantage through which the company market share is attracted. So in order to be able to have a competitive advantage, the company should have at least one strategy, and for some point it should be also supported by the other strategies. Back to the first example, that Ojek Online, that is the example of responsiveness, or a company who apply responsiveness strategy. But when the service provider is more than one, it means that there could be kind of competition among those companies. And in order to be able to win the competition, in some point, they have to reduce the cost. Cost leadership is another strategy. Okay, so they have to think also about differentiation here. How their product or service is different to other companies. So usually organization only apply one main strategy, I mean, and then in some point that strategy should be supported by other strategies. So the combination of those three strategies, yeah, it generates a vector that called as the competitive advantage. So competitive advantage is actually the potential market share that could be attracted by the application of those strategies. So it should be noted that competitive advantage doesn't mean that the longer factor of competitive advantage doesn't mean that the company become the market leader, but the longer competitive advantage means that the company has more potential to have a bigger market share compared to the others. Okay, if we talk further about those strategy, yeah, the differentiation strategy, the differentiation strategy here, if we drag it further, if we go deeper into the strategy or more focus on the strategy, it become uh, best product. Yeah, best product in some point generate um, another kind of market segment. Okay, so if they want to dig further or to focus more on the product differentiation, means that they want to um, publish a product or release a product who has kind of differentiation feeling, means that if the customer use that product, they will feel special. That's the first strategy for product leadership. All right, so okay, the second strategy is what is it? Is differentiation. So in differentiation, if an organization or a company they focus on differentiation, what they focusing on? Sorry, not differentiation. Responsiveness. Sorry, responsiveness. They focus on this one, customer intimacy, or they will provide a best total solution for their customer. And the example of the strategy or a company with this strategy, or the type of company whose that strategy is travel agent, financial consultant, and so on. All right, we will focus on the third one, which is on the cost leadership strategy. Okay, organization that focus on the cost leadership strategy, they are going to be able to apply operational excellence, and the result of the operational excellence will be a best total cost. So operational excellence is applied by organizations like or company like FedEx and McDonald's. So what's operational excellence actually? So operational excellence is the main point of operational excellence is how an organization can make all the operation lean all the way from upstream to downstream, to purchasing, to marketing, sales, production, and services. So the idea is how an organization cut costs and make extra margin. So actually the idea of operational excellence is similar to lean. How in operational excellence is how they make the process of the organization lean all the way from upstream to downstream. Yeah, if you see here, one of the method that can be used for operational excellence is how they can reduce or eliminate waste using lean management. So when the waste can be reduced or can be eliminated, it will add value of the product for the customer. Yeah. So if we define value as quality or function divided by cost, by eliminating waste, it means that the organization actually can reduce the waste, or sorry, can reduce the price, because based on activity-based costing, every activities in the organization will generate cost, and the cost will be associated with the cost to make. All right. So waste can be activities in organization. So if the wasted activities can be reduced or eliminated, so actually the price to produce the cost will be less. So if the cost to produce the product or service is less with the same quality or function, it means that it will increase the value for the customer. Okay, so how we can see the process from upstream to downstream, especially in the internal of the organization. Yeah, in order to enable or in order to simplify the observation process, yeah, so we can see the which activities that can be eliminated, which activities that can be simplified. Yeah. We can use the Porter's value chain as a business process model. So according to Porter's, the business process or the business activities can be categorized into two main activities: primary activities and support activities. The primary activities include inbound logistic, operation, outbound logistic, marketing and sales and service. The support activities include from infrastructure, human resource management, technology, and procurement. So actually, if we categorize activities in the organization based on those two activities, two main activities, primary and support activities, we can have a kind of what is it? Option. If we want to reduce or eliminate activities, or we can say that we can have priority. If we have some option which activities that should be reduced or eliminated, yeah, we can select based on this one. So primary activities is activity who has main priority compared to others. But sometimes it's also what is it, affected by the strategies that apply by organization. Okay, for example, organization who has or who applies responsiveness strategy, maybe they need from infrastructure and technology more than marketing and sales. All right, so this is the example of the primaries and supporting activities. Okay, you can read in detail. You can pause this video if you like to check the detail of each, the example of each activities, both in primary and support. And this is the example, but this is in the airline companies. All right, so I mentioned that operational excellence is actually the focus of operational excellence is how we can deliver the best value for the customer, the best value of product or service for the customer. Yeah, in order to provide the best value, one strategy that can be selected, one option is to reduce the waste. Right, and you can see that those are on your screen. On your screen is those are the example of causes of waste. It's not all, but it's only an example. Yeah. Uh, Also, this is the example of non-valued added activities. Okay. If you remember that in our previous meeting, we talk about 8 waste or 9 waste. Okay. So those are the cause of the example of causes of waste. And this is the non-value added activities. So actually, value added, it could be divided into four parts or four quadrant. Yeah, necessary and unnecessary, and value added and non-value added activities. And you can once again check in detail. All right, I will talk about how organization usually apply traditional method if they want to increase profit. If you see here, this is the cost to make, and the price of the product or services, yeah, in general is cost plus profit. So this is the traditional principle of cost. So price is cost plus profit. So uh, for example, here's the cost and here's the profit. So traditionally, if an organization wants to make more profit, what they did is they increase the price to customer. So this is the original price of the customer, right? And this is the increase of the price. So if they want to add of or they want to increase profit, what they've done or what they did usually is increase the price. So the price is when the previous price, for example, is this much. Okay. When they want to increase the profit, they increase the price into this much. That's traditionally. But in today's approach, once again, uh, if we want to increase the profit, it can be done by reducing the cost to make first. Think about how to reduce the cost to make first. Yeah, we can apply lean manufacturing. We can apply business process engineering that I will discuss on other um, videos. Okay, so if we reduce the cost to make, even if we don't increase the price here, for example, the price is in this level, yeah, in this level, the company can be able to provide more profit or generate more profit. But if they want to increase the value to the customer by reducing the cost, it means that they can reduce their profit. Yeah, they can share their their reduction of cost to make with their customer, so customer can enjoy the product or service with the lower price with the same quality. The situation leads to more value of the product or service to the customer. So the key in operational excellence is actually each and every employee can see the flow of value to the customer and fix that flow before it breaks down. So each and everyone in the organization can see the flow of the value from upstream to downstream. They understand that what they do, yeah, can add value to the customer. So every employee, once again, can see this value stream. and they can fix if they can do something before it breaks down. So, in order to be able to achieve that kind of um, achievement, it should be include all people in the organization in all level. So, one thing to remember that um, it is a must that the flow of the value should be clear, consistent, and practical. And the most importantly is it could be done and teachable. Okay, but it is better that the value can be presented visually so everyone can see and understand about the flow. And one of the tool that people usually use, yeah, in order to present the flow of the value is value stream maps. This is the example of value stream map. Okay, and uh, this is the template, not template actually, the kind of um, what is it? The explanation of value stream maps. Yeah. So this is those are the process in here. Yeah. Okay. And this is the example of value stream map. You have to read. I encourage you to read or learn about value stream map in detail. Right. So actually, if you see information here and here, it will be easier for you to find what kind of improvement that you can, what is it, that you can suggest to the organization. And those are the symbols that we usually use in developing value stream. Okay, I will talk about the structure of the operational excellence because this is our main topic actually. So if we talk about the structure of operational excellence, yeah, operational excellence is actually can be represented in kind of building. All right, if we want to develop a building, the primary feature of the building is actually the what is it, foundation, pillars, and the roof. So when a building is when the roof successfully installed in the building, yeah, without any additional features or without any additional unnecessary features of a building, if the roof already installed, it means that the building finished. So the roof is in the structure of operational excellence. The roof is actually the goal. So the goal of operational excellence is improve profitability, reduce waste and process variation, and so on. Okay, so if we want to develop a building, yeah, it should be start from developing the foundation first. So the structure of operational excellence, yeah, first thing to do if we want to develop operational excellence is building the foundation. And the foundation of operational excellence is quality management system, KPI, balance scorecard, and dashboard. So in order to develop quality management system, it can be done by learning about ISO 9001. ISO 9001 is international standard for quality management system. So we don't have to start everything from the scratch. Just read ISO 9001 and we can start to develop the quality management system. After the quality management system has been developed, next thing to do is determining the KPI. We have discussed KPI in the last meeting, how to develop a KPI. Yeah, KPI consists of KPI variable and KPI value, and balance scorecard can be used to help us to design KPI for each organization. And dashboard is actually, if you see on your vehicle like cars or motorcycle, yeah, dashboard is actually, we can see the main parameters real time of the system. So dashboard in organization means that we can see the real time achievement of the KPIs. All right, after the foundation completed, we need to develop the pillars. And the pillars consist of method and philosophy, the first one, yeah. Second one is culture, and the third one is tools. And those three pillars should be balanced. All right. So after those pillars are balanced, and then we can achieve the goals. All right. By using this figure, actually, you can have many research opportunity. Yeah. You can select first. What's the goal of your research? Say, I want to do research to reduce inventory, and then you can select one of the tools here. One of the method here, and the culture that you want to apply in the organization, and what the tools. All right. So this actually, by seeing this figure of the structure of operational excellence, you can have many idea of research. All right, so I think this all the material about the introduction to operational excellence. So in the previous slide, I mentioned that one of the approach that we can use to achieve operational excellence for organization is lean management. So another option is we can use business process engineering, and the link of the video of business process engineering I will share with you in the classroom. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.